We have lots of ways for you to set up fees for your project. So you can bill the way that you like to bill. Let's take a look first at what it looks like to set up a fixed rate project. So within the project, as you create it, you'll create a client first because Hectic is all centered around a client. You need someone to send the invoice to. Then you'll set up a project. And from here, you can click edit and set up all of the project settings. You'll drop down the project fee type. You can see here all of our options: hourly, fixed price, retainer, and per item. We'll talk about each of those in just a moment. Here for fixed price, you'll set this up at your fixed price rate. Now, as soon as you set this up with this project, this is now ready to bill. So if you want to bill right away, you can send an invoice with this fixed price project. As soon as you create a project with a fixed price, now it's ready to be added to an invoice. And you can see in each project, that holds true no matter how many tasks you add in this project. So you'll see when you click on invoices that this project has already been paid. So here's my total invoice, my total received, and I can see that this project is included on this specific invoice. When it comes to other projects, let's look at our hourly project rates. So again, in here, you'll just click edit. You'll drop this down and choose hourly. You can opt to show your clients the time worked in your client portal. And so maybe if you are working hourly, you want to show your client in real time, they'll be able to see the time that you have worked on this project if you want to allow them to see that level of transparency. Here, you can also add in tasks. And with our easy time tracking, you can now go in and add time. So you'll click start to start your timer and then drop down to choose your client, choose your project, and then you can even choose a task if you would like to track here. You can add in notes and your client will see all of this if you choose within your invoice. So if your client likes to see exactly what you've been working on for how many hours, then this will keep track of all of that for you without your needing to go back and remember what you worked on and for how long. Of course, if you do forget to add in hourly time on an hourly rate project, you can go into your timesheet within that project and simply add in time manually. So you'll click the plus button, choose a time entry. Now this will already pre-fill with your client and the project that you're working on. You can add in that task, you can add in some notes, and you can choose the date and time that you were working in, or you can just add a duration. So that is how you would bill for an hourly project. Going back in to check, you can set up a retainer as well. So within a retainer, again, you'll drop down this project fee type. This will bring up a new set of options for you. You can set up a retainer period, how often you will get paid your set amount. You can set up whether you want to get paid in advance or after the retainer period is over, set a start date. And if you set this hour maximum, you can also add in a retainer overage amount. So when you track time to this project, if you go over your hour maximum, then you will also be able to see in Hectic, we will have this hourly retainer overage amount calculated for you to add to your invoice. We'll also keep track of which retainers have been added to an invoice with your invoices here. So you can see here, I have sent this invoice. It contains a one of my monthly retainers in here. And I can even see that this one is late. Also, I haven't received payment yet for this project. That's within each project. We also have a chance for you to bill different ways per each task within the same project. To do that, you will set up your project with per item pricing. So within each task now that you create for this project, each of them will be paid in a different way. So let's get this one set up. In each of the details, you'll see this fees here, and you'll be able to select a product or service. This product or service library is created by you, and it's saved every single time you create one, this product and service library will save for you. So you don't have to recreate the same product or service every time. So let's say that you are, as part of your monthly checkup, you charge a set rate for that kind of monthly checkup. So we'll add that in, and you can say, oh, yes, we did one of those this month. Here is the fixed cost for that. You'll add your fees there. And once this has been moved to your done status, so whichever status whatever you decide to call the column when something is completed, these tasks need to be moved to the done column in order for them to show up in your invoices. If you are doing an hourly billing rate, that is different, of course. So if you want to set that up by hours, let's say this is an hourly rate project. So you'll set that up here by selecting product and service. You can see this one I have set up to be billed by the hour. And that's just a simple checkbox here. And then you'll set up your hourly rate. And then this functions exactly the same as your hourly, except you want to make sure that you are tracking time to this specific task. And then these hours will all show up in your invoice as you finish the hours. This one doesn't need to be in the done column. This just needs to be when you have time tracked here. Otherwise, if it's just based on a set amount of assets or a word count for blogs, each of those things needs to be moved to the done column. That's how Hectic will know that you're ready to invoice for it. That only applies if you are using per item pricing in your projects. That is a lot. We love talking project management with you and seeing how you are moving things through your workflow. We have lots of different layouts for you here as well. You can see a list, you can see a board view, you can see a timeline view. And we want to make project management as easy as possible. So if you have any questions, you can always ask us here at this check mark, search the rest of our knowledge base, or chat with us. We're always happy to help.